How's it going, family? So your boy is back. I know you gang stalkers were probably wondering when am I going to come back and wondering the next thing I'm going to do or say. I'm here, all right? Finally woke up, okay, out of the spirit world, all right? After a hard week's work. Thank you for your time, everybody. Today's another Manic Monday, afternoon podcast. Hope everybody's got a lot done today. Let me start out by saying this, okay? Since you know the NSA and gang stalkers or whatever, okay, are worried about what I'm doing in my bathroom. All right? If you put a cell phone by a sink when you're washing your face, okay, or doing whatever, anything that's battery powered is DC power, okay? I've taken electronics or whatever, all right? My dad knew a lot about electronics and so forth, okay? DC power is not going to shock you, battery power. If anything, if any water is exposed by the phone, okay, if enough water or if it's submerged in water, the phone is going to go out of, you know, it's going to burn itself out, okay, unless the phone is waterproof. So yes, it's okay to put a phone by a sink, y'all, okay? You like I say, you guys and you gang stalkers or whatever, you guys on that panel, you may want to do your research or whatever, all right? Or be sure you got your ducks in a row before you try to go up against me, all right? And Jay, hey, I left a cultic rapper, okay, that like to make them videos. I see you like peeking through people's phones or whatever, watching through men's phones. I ain't know you get down like that. But you know, I guess that's just part of the industry, right? Anyway, on a more serious note, I've been trending this story for the last 3 or 4 days. And you know, this is other cases like this that's happened over the years. The Mendez brothers. If some of y'all remember Brian Vaughn, when I went to El Paso, he shot his dad his dad was a lawyer in San Antonio, okay, because his dad wouldn't buy him a car, okay. A brother dude too. He ended up doing 20 years. He got out 5 years ago, okay. But this stuff like this happens mainly to what's quote unquote usually privileged children. But there's a scripture in 2 Timothy that says that during the end times, many children would not respect their parents. Okay, they talk about scoffers and blasphemers and all that. Okay, which a lot of these YouTubers, that claim that they're in the conscious community and these so-called men of God are. And I'm not talking about nobody in particular, okay? So just untighten your butthole, all right? If you think I'm talking about anybody in particular. So let's get right into it. And they did not identify the boy's name because he was a 10-year-old boy that shot his mom in Milwaukee because he couldn't get these virtual glasses. They call them VPN, these glasses. So a few details about this case here, okay? I get 70% of my stuff off Newsbreak, and I saw some of the local news out there in Milwaukee. All right, again, this is where that incident happened. Okay, shot mom. Okay, his mother was 44 years old. He had a 26-year-old sister. Okay, which I'm going to get into that here in a second. Okay, slung around the gun. All right, and got into a shooting stance. Shot his mom. Claimed when he was interviewed by the police that it was an accident and he was playing with the gun and the mom walked in the way. Okay. Now, before he got the gun, this boy was able to find the mom's keys, go into the gun box, and get the gun. Shot the mom in the eye. All right. After he shot his mom in the eye, he ordered the VPN device anyway off Amazon And then after the fact, he did tell, his aunt that he shot her and he was sorry. Then he asked the aunt, "Where's my VPN? Has it arrived yet?" Okay. Now there were cameras surrounded the house because this boy had incidents before where he had set a part of a carpet on fire because he was playing with a balloon that had fuel in it. Furthermore, this boy, when he was younger, swung around a puppy, okay, by the tail. So this boy had some or he was just mischievous. Okay, I've had some mischievous issues similar when I was probably a kid. I don't think it was to that extreme, but I was very, very experimental. Okay, wow, this boy is gonna be tried like an adult. All right, where I just think that it's just something. I don't know if he just got the wrong guidance or it's just something is just not right. Okay, that he needs some type of cognitive, mental, psychological rehabilitation. Now, the boy is going to more than likely be into juvenile custody. He had a $50,000 bond, okay, that he's in jail over, okay? But he's going to be under juvenile custody at least until he's 18 years old. I don't think that, again, not only that I think that was unfair, but I think that he's probably going to spend a significant amount of time, even when he's an adult. I think he's going to be in jail for at least 40. We'll see, but they're going to make an example out of him, which I think is unfair. But well, I'm gonna say like this: they have different incidents from quote unquote certain demographics of people that they don't play up like this, and they're not going to get tried as an adult at all. Okay, and he's definitely not going to get the death penalty. But wow, I just think that for me and my children, just because they want something, they can get it. Usually, they'll get what they need, not always what they want. That's probably be up to their mother and so forth. But I'll say no, but I'll give them an incentive. Children need to have incentives to get some of the stuff that they want, y'all. Because if you got it like that and you're able to give your children the stuff that they want, then every time, not only every time something comes down that they want, they're going to ask for it, you're going to give it to them, but they'll feel as though there's no incentive. And sooner or later, children are going to have to get on their 2 feet, sooner or later. Okay? That all just comes as part of a package. Okay? And that's something that I'll have understood with my children because if you do it, you have to keep doing it. All right? And I think that they would appreciate that a lot better. But I just think for the cameras to be removed, all right, they probably didn't want the boy to know where the cameras was to set up those cameras. It just makes me think that could there be a possibility this boy didn't do all this stuff alone? You know what I'm talking about? Okay, could it be more to it than a VPN advice? What is it? Device with this woman? Okay, there could be possibly more to this story than what it is. But rest in peace to that young boy. But y'all, I'm thinking when your children are young, I'm sorry, not the boy, but the mother and so forth. And when I said the sister, then actually the sister found out and called the police. But you need to start, y'all, when these children are young, or you need to have a hard stance or have an understanding is that, look, everything they want, they're not going to get. They get the stuff that they need, all right? And you need to lay down incentives, okay? And it's just not going to happen with some of the stuff that they really want. They get, although you would like to see them have a lot of the stuff that they want, but It's just not going to happen. So there's no point trying to really break your back. Okay. That's the type of understanding that I give, I have with my children. Okay. I have 2 teenagers and a grown son. And I would recommend that you need to have that type of you need to have that type of stance with you and yours. Okay. Remember, you need to prioritize what they need and then what they want. All right. And what they want, that should be in the bottom tier, of providing for your children. Okay. Some stuff that they just have to learn to work for on their own. Although, again, you want to try to do what you can and so forth to make them happy. So I hope that stimulates some thought. Let me know what you think about the video. I've talked for more than 10 minutes, and thank you for your time.